So anyways, as you guys know, I've been driving a Prius for a long fucking time. I got it in 2007. All right? And the great thing about driving an 8-year-old paid-off Prius is that it's an 8-year-old paid-off Prius. It's taken all the hits. It's taken all the lumps. It looks like a fucking prize fighter 10 years after it fucking retired, you know? And you just see the scar tissue around the eyes. You see the nose has been broken. You can fucking park that thing anyways. So anyways, for years I've had that, and I've had the old 68 F100. You know what I mean? So the go-to thing was my Prius. But if my wife needed the car and I had to drive too, it became a situation because... I don't want someone to steal my truck. It's a classic car. Some asshole out here might take it. So there's always like questions of where I could take it at night. And a lot of times I would end up just taking a cab. So finally, we've decided, I actually went out and I got my wife, I got her a car. All right. Nothing too fancy, but nonetheless, it's fucking new and she loves it. Right? So now I drive the old car. Smart fucking move. She drives the new one. She's happy. She's all cushy. You know what I mean? You keep them cushy. You keep them happy. All right? And then when they come at you breaking your fucking balls, you just fucking tear open the curtains and point at the car with your eyebrows up. Huh? Really? What is the problem? And then they get mad. You don't do that just to bring it. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. So anyways... You know me, okay? I don't go too big when I'm fucking doing that shit. So I got her a nice, comfortable, sensible fucking car, with a couple of gadgets on it or whatever, right? So anyway, we decided we're going to take it out last night. We're going to somebody's birthday fucking party. And for whatever reason, my wife goes, hey, can we stop off at the supermarket and get flowers? And I go, for what? She goes, well, I feel weird, showing up at a birthday party without like bringing anything. I just feel like weird. I go, so why would you're going to get her flowers? Like, what was she's sick in the hospital? Did somebody die? What are you getting flowers for? She goes, we just shut up and let's just go to the supermarket. So I go, fine. I go, you're driving, right? So she drives. We could take her car. I said, hey, should we take the fucking beat up Prius? She goes, no, I want to drive the new car. I said, all right, fine, we'll do that, right? So we drive down the fucking street, and we pull into the grocery store, and I'm immediately thinking, don't park next to anybody. Please don't park next to anybody. And lo and behold, she doesn't. She goes, okay. She goes, I take it you're not going in? I go, no, I'm not going in. I'm not going to stand in line watching you hold flowers and then pay for them. I'll never get that 6 minutes back in my life. I'm going to sit here and look at the scores on my phone. So she says, fine. So she goes into the grocery store, and all of a sudden this dude fucking pulls up in his piece of shit, beat up fucking car that looks like a dinner roll, just a classic 4-door sedan. And his fucking wife is in the passenger seat. Now, we're faced opposite ways. You know what I mean? We pulled in, did that thing where there's 2 parking spots, and you pull past the first one and into the next one, so now it looks like you backed in, but you drove into it. They came in from the other side and parked right next to me. Like me and the lady were going to start shooting the shit. And she just opens the door until she hits the car. Looks at me and closes the door and doesn't say anything. Okay? And I'm like, what the fuck? So I want to open the door and say something, but the fucking dude's there, and I'm so fucking mad. There's no way for me to communicate to the woman in any sort of tone where he's not going to then have to fucking go, oh, yo, what's your fucking problem? And I just sat there, and I just decided to just not say anything because I've done it before, and it gets you nowhere. All they do is they go, fuck you, and give you the finger, and you get into a big fuck you, screaming and yelling thing. They still open the fucking door into your car. Like, what do I do? So they fucking walk in there, and it literally just like ruined my fucking evening. And I just was thinking, like, can you have anything nice? Can you fucking have anything nice? The fucking animals. There's people out there that literally, when they get out of their car, like that's completely acceptable to them. Because it's all about them getting their fat ass out of the fucking car. That they know that they've opened the door far enough when they hit your fucking car. I had some woman do that to me like like 2-3 years ago when my Prius was actually still kind of new. I was actually doing a phoner, or I had a conference call, and I was sitting in my car. She pulls up next to me, just opens the door into my car, like boom, then closes the door, walks into the bank. And I'm like, what the fuck? But I'm on a conference call, right? Talking. She comes walking back from being in the bank, opens the door, boom, into my car again. So I tell everybody on the phone, I go, hang on, I should have hit mute. So I put the window down. I go, hey, you just opened your door into my car on the way in and on the way out. She just goes, well, did it leave a mark? And I go, I don't know. Why don't you look? Wake. And I said something, and I told her to wake up. You know what she did? She stares at me for half a second and then gives me the finger and says, fuck you. Like I'm the asshole. And all I did for the rest of that conference call, other than to apologize for people for, having them listen to that, and then me, of course, looking like a lunatic you don't want to get into business with, all I could fantasize about doing was fucking following her home and just absolutely destroying her car. And I would lie to you, and at some point I didn't think about taking a fucking extension cord, wrapping it around her neck until right before she passed out, and then let her up. That's how fucking annoyed I was. You know what I mean? Which is why yesterday I'm a couple years older, and I was just like, Bill, don't say anything, because at the end of the day, if they did any damage, they're not going to pay for it. It's not going to stop. She's not going to change. And all you're going to do is possibly get into a situation where the other guy calls you out and says, come on out here so I can beat the shit out of you. And you're not going to get out of the car. You're not going to fight this guy. You're 47 years old. You're going to go out there. You're either going to lose or you're going to win and get sued, and you're going to lose. So you just have to sit here and fucking take it. And I sat in that fucking car, just looking at their car, thinking of, like, I just wanted to fucking, like, if the car was more of a piece of shit, I would just open the car and door into their fucking door. But it's a new car, so I can't do that. Then I'm like, what am I going to do? Am I going to kick the door? Am I going to do it when they're not here? That's a pussy move. There was no way to win. So now I'm in a fucking mood. So then we drive over to go to the birthday party. It's the wrong fucking address. Now I'm in more of a fucking mood. My wife is feeling the fucking tension. So I'm fucking trying to drive over to where we're supposed to be, and all of a sudden I can't make a left. I'm in a pissed off mood. Fuck you. I'm taking a left. As I go through the intersection and make a left, I look over to a right. What's sitting there? A fucking police car with fucking cops sitting right in it. I'm like, fuck. I drive, and of course he stomps on the gas, way overreacts. The fucking drive right by. I was literally fucking 10 feet away from the guy. Turns on the fucking lights. So I pull over. And he goes, do you know why I pulled you over? No, he walks up. He goes, do you know you made a left back there at the light. You know you can't do that? I was like, yeah, I did. I did know that. I saw the sign and I did it anyways. I was mad because this woman opened her door into my new car. And he goes, all right, let me see your registration. And, we're giving him the fucking shit and everything. So he goes back. I got a big thing. I don't lie to cops when it comes to shit like that. Do you know why I pulled you over? Well, no, why? Because I know why. I know why. You know why. And I know that you know that I know why. Oh, I know you know, Norton. So I just say, yeah, I know why. Because I did that. And I knew I wasn't supposed to do it. I did it anyway because I was in a bad mood. And he ended up coming up to the car, and he was just like, all right, you know what? I'm not going to write you up, but don't do that again. And I said, you're going to let me go? And he goes, well, do you want me to give you a citation? I'm like, no. He goes, well, then don't do it again. I said, all right, thank you. I put it in the glove box, and then I drove away, and I looked at my wife, and I did a fist pump, and I went, white. I didn't do that, but it did cross my mind that she was probably thinking, like, because I want to be like, I wanted to brag, like, see that? You just be honest. And I know she's sitting there giving me those Black Lives Matter eyes. So I couldn't brag in that moment of what a fucking great move I just made, Does that make any sense?